All right, everybody, welcome back to episode 2 of how to make a metal song in Bitwig. So the first thing I've noticed is that the BPM was a little bit low. It was 190 before on the first episode, and today it's going to be 195. It just felt a little bit off. Second of all, the thing that I noticed is that this first intro went along a little bit long. Probably kick in right there. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna shorten that. So let's get rid of like half of this. Boom. Move this back. And I was a little bit naughty, and I've done. And I've added that little guitar riff in there, which I don't know if I should just ruin it. I guess I'll just ruin it. So it sounds like this. Okay. Okay, so that part, I was just listening to that little intro, and I felt like it needed something underneath it. And so I come up with this. Anyway, so I recorded that underneath it. I think that sounds kind of nice. Okay, so I think the next thing that we're going to need here is we need a drum solo. I'm going to put away the guitar. And not a drum solo, but rather what we need is a fill to go into whatever comes next. So let's pull up the drums here. So it goes like this. I think it needs to be like a drum fill. So let's look at it. See. Okay, yeah. Let's duplicate this. Go down the line here. Yeah, well, that's getting closer to it. Feels like it's a little bit go down here. It feels like it didn't go all the way down the line, so let's try it like that. That sounds pretty cool. We just need to vary up a little bit of the the velocities there, because the velocities are all exactly the same, as you can see. So let's just lower them down a little bit. Let's add a little bit of velocity spread. Boom, boom, boom. Should make it sound a little bit better. Same thing with the snare over here. Let's lower it down a little bit. Let's add a little bit of velocity spread. About 10% is usually about right, at least what I do. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, that's okay. Tiny bit less, maybe velocity spread. And let's bring everything up just a hair, because it's still a little bit quiet. Cool. That sounds good. So I think the next part that we're going to add is, well, what do we do next? So I think what comes next is maybe a big open ring out, an open ring out with like another riff that creeps up underneath it, like to start the song, the very first riff of the song, the intro into the first riff. Let's give that a shot. So the first thing that we're going to need to do, I think, is add the drums, because it's really easy to follow along if you have drums rather than the horrible shit metronome. So let's add a beat. So it ends like, just gonna go dun. So right there, the first little beat is gonna be a kick, and and crash. All right, so now we just need to record the guitar part. All right, so let's record the first little thing. We'll put it on the separate track, which is the guitar record track. I like to keep it separate. That way, I don't accidentally like record over something. Not that Bitwig is a destructive environment, but in other words, it's not going to destroy anything, even if I record over a previous track that I've recorded. But as just for simplicity's sake, and so that I keep myself out of trouble, I like to record everything on a separate track. You guys might have a better idea of how that should be done, but it's the simplest, I think, at least for me. So let's just record that part. Let's see. Just an open string ring out. Cool. Okay. Let's record another one for the right guitar. Cool. Okay, so now we've got both the guitars that are comped together here. You see one is blue and one's green. So what we're going to do, I think I did it on time anyway, hopefully I did, is let's delete that little tail piece there. Let's drag this up to the left guitar. Now let's duplicate this, same track down, and let's select the first take that we did in comping right here. So it's an actual different recording. So that's what we've got here. Is I've got the left and I've got the right, two separate recordings. Sweet. And now let's just do the bass track, which is just an open ring out of D. Double click on this little margin and see where we're at here. I think it has to be D2, so I'm gonna drop D. Yep, let it ring out. All right, let's listen to how that sounds. Right there, something else should kick in. Let's work on that. Okay, so after listening to this a few times, I think it needs to be twice as long before anything else happens, and it should build up a little bit. Like we should try and have elements appear sort of periodically to kind of build it up to the start of the song. So what I think we should do is I think we should wait for this part right here, which is the lead part that that should let's make that happen after 2 times through. So the whole thing should happen 2 times through, I think. So let's move this another couple bars over. Well, let's move this back. Then let's duplicate all this part, and let's duplicate this, and let's duplicate these guitars. Let's see. Yeah, so it's adding something new as it goes along, right? Okay. But I need something else. So I think at the very beginning here, instead of it being the kick and crash, let's do it as a tom or a floor tom and a snare, dun, 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 dun. And then it can evolve into the dun, 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 which is the kick and the crashes. So let's change this instead of it being. Let's change that to just the floor tom and snare. Let's see how that sounds. Let's delete all of these crashes. And And closed hi-hats, yeah, because we don't need those anymore. And let's just copy these, or yeah, copy them and bring them over, copy them, bring them over, copy them. See how that sounds? Okay. Yeah, I think that's the idea. Maybe the last hit should be on the crashes. Right crash, left crash. Yes. Okay, let's duplicate that for the first four bars. Let's see. Oh, well, obviously it doesn't need to be on the second one there. Delete those. See? Let's duplicate that over so it's the same one on that one too. And that one too. I add some like flourishes there on the drums so it's not so boring, but this is just the outline, right? Then it's just a full kick and crashes. Okay, that sounded pretty neat. I think that right there is where an intro riff should show up. All right, let's figure what that is going to be about. Yeah. Okay, so I think it should go into an intro riff of some kind right there, and I was messing around, and I think it should be something kind of fast and kind of thrashy. So here's the idea of what I have. It's pretty fast for me though, so let's see if I can do it. It's like. So I think that'll sound pretty cool coming out of this, you know, because it goes. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds cool. So we need to get some drums going just for some timing here. Let's go with just a kick. Just for timing instead of using the metronome. And let's try and record it. Let's see, we'll start right there. That was pretty sloppy. I will fix that off camera and make it not sloppy. Okay, so I managed to record it a little bit cleaner, so it's actually on time. So it goes like this. Okay, so I think it needs like a dun, 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 like when it kicks in. So let's delete this drum stuff and let's have it accent really well. So it should go. Let's go. Right crash. And then a choke on that to make it go to choke the crash. And let's see how that sounds. Let's delete these because I'm getting off time here. Yeah, there we go. Over. That's cool. We could go dun 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 dun. Okay, yep. Move that over. And then it can fully kick in right after that, like to a double time beat, which could be like do pat, do pat, did a pat, do pat. Let's see. Pat, did a pat. That work? Yes, 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 yes. With open hi-hat, maybe going every other time like that. Yes, 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 yes. Well, let's see if that sounds right. With I'm just going to duplicate that guitar track just to see if it sounds right. Oh yeah, let's duplicate that. Cool. Let me record the second guitar part. I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I thought it would be really cool to have an accent, you know, the like to come in as an accent. So let's see how that sounds really fast. And I just duplicated those tracks. Sounds pretty neat. I think it sounds okay in context. Yep, that sounds cool. I'll even duplicate those drums. Obviously, got to get rid of that filler kick. That has to go. Yeah, that's it. Need to extend that out. Oh, not all of them, just the last one. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. And then just duplicate all of that. Again. Back it over. Is that possible? Yeah, so we'll go. So go. So that one's just held out, I believe. So right. Yeah, that sounds right. All right, let's hear that in context. All right, and we'll just duplicate that, and we have our first riff. So it goes. I can totally hear something happening right there. And he's going to a speed picking part with like drilling double kick. I'm not sure yet. But we shall figure it out.